umalis na naman. Ay naku, maghahanap na naman ako. You hired someone, you trained them, and then umalis lang. Or worse, you had to let them go. So, nag-hire ka na naman uli. Ibang pangalan, iba ang mukha, pero pareho lang ang problema. Kaya I feel you, anak. Napagdaanan ko na rin yan, and I have seen every kind of hiring mistake. At alam mo ba, anak, almost all of them start with the wrong process. Hindi sa maling tao. Ang dami ko na rin nakausap, and most business owners look at the person who left. They blame the attitude, the work ethic, the loyalty. Pero rarely do they stop and look at the process that brought that person in. Kasi ang totoo, the problem usually starts before the new hire even walks through the door. So let me ask you, have you ever hired someone who seemed perfect during the interview but after a few weeks lumabas ang tunay na ugali? Have you ever noticed na kahit iba-iba ang hire mo, parang iisa lang parate ang problema? Or have you ever asked yourself, ako ba ang problema dito? You see, the real problem is that your business was not built to keep the right people. Gaya nitong business owner na nag-message sa akin. Sabi niya, Mami En, may milk tea business kami. Nag-hire na kami ng maraming beses pero lagi pa ring may problema. Iba-iba ang tao pero iisa lang ang kwento. Ano po kaya ang problema? So to address that, let me share 5 reasons why so many business owners keep falling into the same hiring cycle. Number 1, hindi talaga problema yung tao. It's the hiring process. So when you keep getting the wrong people, the process that brought them in needs a second look. Number 2, kahit na okay ang interview, hindi yan guarantee na mahusay na ang employee mo. Anyone can say the right things for 30 minutes, but on day 30, that's when the truth shows. Number 3, hindi klaro ang role, kaya kahit na magaling yan, maliligaw at malilito pa rin. Hindi lang kailangan ng magaling, kailangan din malinaw ang expectations, ang systems at responsibility para maging reliable talaga sila. Pang-apat, kailangan may onboarding. Hindi sapat na mag-hire ka lang kasi those first few weeks shape everything kung mag-i-stay ba sila o hindi. Pang-lima, hindi tsamba kung bakit tumatagal ang tao sa team mo. May system sa likod niyan, kaya kapag laging may umaalis, may kulang ka sa setup mo. Lesson 1, feeling lang, walang sistema, feeling ko, siya na. Madalas ganyan ang ginagawa natin, anak, tama? Nako, mahirap yan. Let me tell you about Weng and Von. Meron silang pet supply shop, and as the business grew, they hired someone to help with the daily work. Nag-post sila ng job online, tapos meron namang kokonting mga tao na nag-apply. And Weng handled the interview at nag-agree naman si Von sa final call. So she hired the one who seemed okay. Importante sa akin, Mami En, na may passion sa pag-aalaga ng hayop. I-hire namin, sabi ni Weng. But after a few weeks, things did not go well. Wala siyang alam sa products. Every customer question ended the same way. Itatanong ko po kay ma'am. So customers started losing patience. Yung iba huminto at hindi na bumalik. Ayaw na nilang bumalik kahit na may kailangan pa sila. So Weng let her go. Nag-usap sila ni Von at nag-hire uli sila. But that did not go well. Nag-try uli sila. Pareho pa rin ang problema. And each time a different person but always the same kind of decision. What they did not realize was that they were basing their hiring on feelings at hindi doon sa kailangan ng kanilang negosyo. Passion is good, anak, pero kung passion lang, hindi masasagot ang customer na may tanong na kailangan ng totoong sagot. Kaya ang tanong ko, kung ganyan ang ginagawa mo, talagang magkakaproblema kayo, di ba? The lesson here is this: when you hire based on feeling alone, you are not choosing the right person. You are choosing a familiar feeling. Lesson 2, kilala ko. Okay na. Sabi ni Kumare, okay siya. Naalala mo ba kung kailan ka huling nag-hire, anak? Nakita mo ba mismo kung kaya niyang trabaho o sabi lang niyang iba ang basehan mo? Maybe you can relate to this. Kasi ganito rin ang nangyari sa kakilala kong lady. Let's call her Mercy. Meron siyang pharmacy in a busy neighborhood. Multiple product lines, regular customers, and a steady flow of daily buyers. So when she needed someone to help her at the counter and handle daily inventory, inventory, yung neighbor niya lumapit sa kanya with a suggestion. Mercy, yung pamangkin ko naghahanap ng trabaho. Okay naman siya, pwede mong itry, sabi ng kapitbahay. So it was a good recommendation, di ba? No need to post online, no need to interview, kilala naman ng kapitbahay, kaya parang okay na. The new hire started well. Customers were very happy with her. Lagi siyang on time at masaya rin si Mercy. But slowly, things started falling apart. Hindi tama ang bilang ng stocks. May mga gamot na nailabas ng walang resibo. Kaya when Mercy checked the inventory at the end of the week, hindi nagtatama ang mga numbers. Nag-usap sila and the new hire explained herself. Hindi ko po sinasadya, ma'am. At naniniwala naman si Mercy kasi kilala siya ng kapitbahay. So she kept her on, kept hoping, and kept covering the gaps until the numbers were too hard to set aside. Napakasakit. Hindi lang kasi pera, kundi sa relasyon nilang magkapitbahay. Ito yung lesson, anak. A referral tells you about a person's character. It does not tell you if they can help you grow your business. Lesson 3. Maganda sa papel lang. Maayos siya sa papel, pero okay ba talaga? Have you ever experienced hiring someone who has a good background, pero hindi pala siya fit sa business mo? And it happened to someone I know. Let's call her Abby. Abby runs a house cleaning business, serving regular clients, households, and small offices in her area. So when the demand grew, she needed another cleaner. This time, she looked carefully. Yes, may nag-apply na talagang maganda ang background, may experience sa hotel housekeeping, maayos magsalita, maayos mag-present, and syempre, impress si Abby. So, hinar niya siya right away. The first week went well. The clients were happy and finally she hired someone who fit the role. But by the third week, something shifted. The new hire started coming in late. Naging maikli ang pasensya niya sa mga client na may maraming special request. Hindi naman ganito ang trabaho ko dati. Narinig ni Abby na sinabi niya. And by the end of the month, nag-resign yung new hire. Sabi niya, it was beyond her experience. Kaya si Abby was left with unhappy clients and an empty slot. Again, he thought hiring someone experienced would solve everything. You see, what the business needed was someone willing to do the work, hindi lang yung someone with a strong background. Kaya ang lesson ay ito, anak. Experience does not always mean the right fit. The best hire is still the one who fits the needs of your business. Kaya start by listing down what you are looking for in a hire. Number 4, gumana noon, hindi ngayon. Gumagana naman dati, pero bakit parang iba na ngayon? Now, being the decision maker in your business, do you think what worked before will always work in your current situation now? Kasi ganito rin ang nangyari sa couple na sina Rose at Nell. Meron silang gadget store and after years of steady growth, nagbukas sila ng second branch. They were very proud of how far they had become. Pero as their business grew, Nell started noticing something. Lagi silang nag-hire, same positions over and over again. Counter staff, sales associates, cashiers. Kaya inupuan ni Nell ang bagay na to and he looked at the process. It was the exact same process they used when they had only one store. One short interview, a quick orientation, tapos straight to the floor. Gumana naman noon, sabi niya. Kaya lang, the business is different now. 2 branches na it meant more complex operations. So, staff is needed to handle inventory for 2 locations, coordinate product transfers, manage higher volumes of customers, often without Rose or Nell around. Kaya the people they were hiring were fine for one store. Pero ngayon, dahil yung business ay lumaki na, they have already outgrown that. And because the hiring process ay hindi nagbago, they kept picking the same type of people. Those who were not ready for what the business had already grown to. Anak, ito yung lesson. What worked before will not always work now. As your business grows, ang pag-hire mo, dapat nagbabago rin. Ang isipan mo yan, anak, ha? Lesson 5, paulit-ulit na naman. Hindi na siya aalis. Posible ba? When did you last change the way you hired? You see, nangyari ito kay Ray at saka kay Sol. Meron silang motorcycle repair and parts shop. Things are going well. Their days are busy, serving both walk-in repairs and regular parts buyers. And as the business grew, they kept needing skilled mechanics on the floor. Pero every every time they hired a new mechanic, the same thing would happen. Yung bagong hire would start strong. Tapos slowly, hindi na nagtatama ang trabaho. Parts being mixed up. Yung repairs masyadong matagal. Customers are coming back with the same unresolved issue. Ray would let the mechanic go and then hire another one. So, napansin ni Sol and sabi niya, Ray, iba-iba naman sila pero bakit parang pareho lang lagi ang problema? Although the truth made him uncomfortable, Ray sat down and looked at how they hired. Same job posting every time, same interview questions, walang skills test, walang trial period, just a short conversation tapos diretso na sa trabaho. Bawat bagong mechanic walked in with no clear picture of how Ray and Sol wanted things done. The quality na ine-expect nila, the way they talk to customers about repair timelines. Hindi nila alam yon. Inassume lang nila na porque may experience, okay na. Pero hindi okay. And because the process never changed, the same confusion happened with every single person who walked through the door. Ito ang lesson, anak. If the same problem keeps showing up, huwag yung tingnan yung mga taong umalis. Tingnan natin ang proseso na hindi nagbabago. Now, do you see, anak? Kahit na ano ang negosyo when it comes to hiring, the same thing can happen. Iisang tanong lang ang paulit-ulit na lumalabas. Bakit ganito ang nangyayari sa amin? And in every single story, the answer was never about the person na umalis. It was always about the process that never changed. Kaya, kung nag-hire ka ng mabilis kasi kailangan na agad, may kapalit yun. Kung recommendation lang ang basehan mo, may epekto yon. Kung puro salita lang ang pagtuturo mo, nako, it might backfire. At kung hindi mo na-update ang process ng pag-hire mo habang lumalaki ang negosyo mo, may effect din yun. Anak, mukhang okay, hindi enough yan ha. And hoping the next person will be different without changing anything, that is not a plan. It is a cycle. Kaya isipin mo, anak, from masipag to marunong, tumaayos, tumalaya. Part of that journey is building a process that actually works. Hindi lang yung umaasa ka na ang susunod mong hire ay magiging okay na. So, if you're a business owner and you are tired of going through the same hiring cycle over and over again, you don't have to figure this out alone. Book a free clarity call with my team. The link is in the section below. Let's be business-minded, Pinoy.